Career woman police officer Rachael Serrano and her children once lived here on 3rd Street in San Ignacio town. But sometime between 11:30 p.m. on January 21st and 1 o'clock the following morning, a fire broke inside the house's living room as they were in deep slumber. While they are lucky to be alive, they lost everything and the family escaped with only the clothes on their backs.
I was awakened by a loud bang on the door of my house and of my room door. And I quickly opened my room door, and my son was in front of me asking me what happened. He's telling me at the same time that my house is on fire. And I was like, and I look at the right and I saw smoke and fire. Smoke and fire. Mr. Moody, I ran out of the house. I ran out of the house quickly. When I ran out of the house, Mr. Moody, I remember my daughter, because she sleeps to the front. Her room is located to the front of my room, so I bolted back in the room, and the fire and the smoke is coming, Mr. Moody. I had decided that, you know what, I will die with my daughter. That's my daughter. I will die with her. So, in that same second, I heard a pop, somebody knocking and say, "Ma, where you going?" Yeah. I run out. I had already inhaled smoke and all of that.
The single mother of two ran onto the road screaming for help. Her neighbors came out and the National Fire Service was called and managed to extinguish the fire, which Serrano says was due to a faulty electrical wire.
I ran out, I ran, I bawled, I shouted for help. I shouted for help because I was not concerned about saving the items. I was concerned about the fire getting out of order and causing other damages to other properties. And with the hollering that I was hollering, it was a quiet night. You know, there's curfew, nobody is on the street. The neighbors came out, people came out. The fire was called, the fire department was called. They extinguished the fire and took it under control. And Mr. Moody, that fire, I watched my house burnt down. Burnt down. Seeing my stuff, Mr. Moody, I worked very hard. I lost everything in my house. Everything. People who knows me knows that I'm a hardworking woman. I have been in the police department for over 26 years. And I was given a privilege to get to own a house. You know, when that privilege came, I stepped on it. So 2 years plus I'm living at this house.
Luckily, the house was insured, but the family has been left without a roof over their heads. Serrano says she and her children have been split up, but the police department, where she has been working for 26 years, will be helping her with a place to stay while she tries to rebuild and recover.
The Assistant Commissioner of Police, who spoke to my officer in charge, telling me that, you know, the okay has been given for me to live in the apartment, in the quarters there in Benke. So I intend to move to Benke. You know, I don't know for how long. I'm wearing clothes that is not mine, you know, but hey, this is one of the things, you know, it is challenging, it is hard, it is difficult, it is devastating. But I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta be strong for my children. I'm the mother and father for my children. You know, so I continue to support, I continue to ask the public for, you know, whatever assistance they have to offer, I'm welcome.
Duane, Moody for News 5.